Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. um it's been a while since I've said that, but first and foremost I want to say to everyone who's still subscribed to my channel, y'all are the real MVPs. Thank you for not leaving my channel. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate you guys still being here. And please excuse this pimple over here because it's jacked up and I don't know why it's masked. I'm not gonna say I don't know why it's here, it's just masking. So I wanted to basically come in and say I am back, but also obviously give a little bit of background as to why I've been away for so long. I will say that I'm not comfortable out the bat to share every single thing that I went through last year and everything that played a role in me not making content basically. And it wasn't that I wasn't just making content, but I also wasn't really active on social media. I mean, I would pop in here and there, but I wasn't really like active, consistent that much. And actually that's gonna bring me to something I want to say at the end, which is like a word for the year. I know people are into this thing of choosing like a word for the year, and I really didn't have a word in the beginning of this year for my year. I just had the goals and the dreams that I wanted to achieve, but I didn't have a word, and now I finally do, and I'm going to share that at the end of the video. But I don't want to make this video too long. So I basically stopped making content like in 2020, at the end of 2020, and at that time I did something in 2020 which was something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, that was on my heart to do, and that was going to Bible school. So I just went to Bible school for that year, and then of course boom, COVID hit, and I didn't even get the full experience that I really wanted, but it was fine, it was okay. We rolled with the punches in 2020, we all did. And in October we were told that we actually had to go back to basically campus or the facility itself and continue with our schooling. So got back and there was tests waiting for us, catching up, trying to, camera keeps moving, I hope it's not too distracting. But yeah, so then we had to do that, and I was like, okay, I'll make content again in 2021, fresh start, when I don't have all these moving parts, right? 2021 comes and I have so many plans. I had so much planned for that year and I was so excited too. But honestly, what I can say right now when I look back is that I was in my head a lot. Besides the fact that I feel like a lot of people, the world, the economy, myself, I really felt the effects of 2020 and 2021, because in 2020 I still kind of felt like a student and kind of very sheltered. So yes, 2020 hit and it was like the world is ending, but I didn't really feel the ramifications of 2020 until 2021. And I say this because in 2021 was really kind of the year where it was like adulting year. It was like, hello darling, you need to adult, and it was very difficult. Obviously adulting is difficult, but I just feel like 2021 I genuinely, and I can say this now, I went through a quarter life crisis. I genuinely went through a quarter life crisis, because you end one phase of your life, you enter into a new phase of your life, and you're not always fully equipped for what is coming in the next season or coming in the next phase. And especially when it comes to adulting, when you've been schooling all your life and then you come out into the real world and you think it's going to be a certain way and it's not, and it's like, shucks, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. So I'll just say 2021 I was hit with just a lot of I was doing a lot of unlearning of ideas I had, thoughts I had, ways to do things. And just, there was a lot of things that hit me last year that I was like, I'm not equipped to deal with this. And then there was some family drama too, not drama, but there was family things going on, and there was a lot of things going on. But I think a lot of it was just me being in my head. And although I had so many plans, I was like, no, but I want my content to be like this. And I want to, when I come back after, you know, having not created in 2020, I was like, no, when I come back, I really want to make like this awesome content. And Lapo, I can't even like, you know, sort of put together the things that I want to achieve for that content, like to execute that awesome content. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a year of me being in my brain and in my mind a lot. And that's why we really need to take care of our mental health. And it's so important to look after your mind, and what you feed your mind is so important, because I was just going through some scary thoughts and things like that. And I'm grateful for the people in my life who helped me. But honestly, a lot of the times I wasn't even telling the people close to me the depths of what I was going through and the depths of my thoughts. And yeah, but I'm just so happy 2021 is over, and that I'm blessed to be in this year. And I just also want to extend this and say to anyone who lost their loved ones in these past 2 years, particularly in these past 2 years, I just want to say my prayers go out to you, my thoughts go out to you, and may God comfort you and Jesus comfort you as he is the great comforter, with the comfort that only he can truly give. Yeah, it's been really tough. So honestly, I want to apologize, but I want to say thank you to everyone who's still here. And this year I'm gonna try my best to be consistent and try my best to make that content, even if I'm not exactly where I want to be in terms of execution, but to execute anyway, to do it anyway, to do it with what I have. Yeah, I know that I'll get to a place where I'll be able to share, you know, everything. I'm still learning the lessons too of last year, and what's the point of sharing with really no lesson? But I truly am going to be at a place where I'll be able to share everything that happened and everything that I learned in this quarter life crisis. I'm much better and much more hopeful, and just grateful to be alive in 2022 and to be able to still go after my dreams, still pursue the things that are on my heart. So this channel going forward, you know, is still going to be about hair growth. I'm still on a hair growth journey, and I will do an update to my MSM journey. Spoiler alert, I've been very on and off and inconsistent with that one. No surprises there. But so I will definitely still do that, because it's actually a video that's done so well on my channel. So I definitely owe a follow-up to that, and I will do it soon. And yes, so for this channel going forward, it's just going to be those things. If you watched my first video, it's going to be those things that are on my heart to share, things that you know, health related things, and of course hair, because hair and health is 100% related. So it would be a disservice to kind of just tell you about certain things for hair and not talk about the health part of it. Yes, so those are still the plans that I have for this channel, and I'm wishing you guys an awesome 2022. Happy New Year. May you have a prosperous, may you have a successful, may you have a just awesome year. And may this be the year that we go for our dreams, go for the things that God has placed on our hearts. And your support is so appreciated. And yes, so the last part of this video that I wanted to talk about was my word for the year. So I've chosen my word for the year to be consistency. I've chosen my word for the year to be consistency, and I know that it's like, girl. But that's because it's my goal. It's truly my goal. My quote is, success lies on the other side of consistency. And that's with everything. It's not just with content creation, but it's with everything. It's with waking up the time that I said I was going to wake up consistently. It's about, drinking that amount of water that I said I was going to drink every day. It's about going to bed at the same time every day, because I'm a night owl and I struggle so much to get myself to calm down and go to sleep, and then it affects me waking up the next morning early. So that as well, consistency in our relationships and our friendships, consistency in reading the word, consistency it's everything. It's in how you eat, all of that stuff. So consistency is my word for the year, because discipline, consistency, and trusting yourself are all related. And so I really want to make that my word for the year. I really do. And I know it's going to be a challenge. Of course it's going to be a challenge, but man, let's do it. It's also about putting systems in place that will allow you to kind of make those things happen. So I don't know, man. I am truly hoping that it goes well. And also my verse for the year, I've never really done this before either, picking a verse for the year, but okay, so my verse for the year is going to be, is taken from the book of it's James chapter 1, and particularly verse 6. Okay, so I'm going to read it. Okay, so it says, actually, can I allow me to read from verse 5? Okay, so it says, if you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking. He will not rebuke you for asking. He's not that type of father. But when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in God alone. Then this is my part. This is the part. Do not waver, for a person with divided loyalty is as unsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind. Verse 7, such people should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Their loyalty is divided between God and the world. Their loyalty is divided between God and the world, and they are unstable in everything they do. So this is my verse. So basically from verse 5, but it's particularly from verse 6, the part that says do not waver, all the way to 8. So that's my verse for the year. And particularly because it's just about not doubting, not being double-minded, like not being like, okay, I've asked for this from God, I trust you, Lord, and then you're like, nah, let me do this, or I don't think he's really gonna do that. I'm done with that. And so this verse really encouraged me to be like, you know what, if I trust in God for something, I've asked him for something, I'm gonna trust that he's gonna deliver. And you know what, if it doesn't happen, then I'll trust that God has better in store for me. And he's a good father. And yeah, I'm not trying to preach, but it really spoke to me, and it's something that I really want to carry with me this year. And it's just knowing that God has your best interest at heart. And if he says no to something, then trust and believe he was either protecting you from something, he's got better in store for you, or maybe you're just not ready for it. You're not ready, and he's a good father. He knows. Just think of a normal healthy parent-child relationship. Your parent's not going to keep anything from you that is good for you. So yeah, so that's going to be my word for the year and my verse for the year. And I'm really excited, and I'm really thankful for everyone who's still on this channel. And if you've watched up until this far, again, you're the real MVP. Thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, I will see you soon. I hope you have a prosperous 2022. Bye.